Welcome to Liberation Peak. This map is insane. This was actually featured in the open beta when you would play this. And this map is just beautiful. I love this map. The mountains, you're in like kind of like a mountain city. So off of the wiki here, it says that this is Tajikistan's glorious mountainside. This vast rocky terrain provides cover for jets and helicopters during aerial dogfights or height advantage for infantry and tanks. Which I would agree. I mean, I think this map does provide that. You got the height advantage for the tanks up there. They can shoot down below onto this objective, or they can shoot across over to here. And this is a really popular spot people like to sit on if you're playing like a close quarters thing like team deathmatch or something. So it's not the biggest of maps. It's kind of really small, actually, not gonna lie. I think it would have been sick if you could have gone up here and sniped, or if there was a base up there, you would parachute down from down here to the city and capture, kind of like that one Battlefield 3 map where you would jump off of the ledge and there was a base down below. I can't remember the map for the life of me, but it was such a good time, and it was very scenic playing that when you would jump off. I hear footsteps down there. That's probably the bot. We got Void Voyages with us, or Void Voyages, which is interesting. He just broke something, but I'm not really sure to start here. I guess we start in the town and work our way around. So let's see what we got lurking around here. We'll go over here, I guess. Little tree here that's sprouting up. So start with this house. Some rusty things. Got a wheelbarrow here, which is very interesting. Interesting design, rather. Inside of here, not much going on. Got more of the rugs that we saw on Myrick Valley. Of course, it is Tajikistan. I think I pronounced that right. If not, it is what it is. Which I think is a play on Afghanistan and their area and culture. So here, little military compound. A radio. This is kind of cool. You got a map of the area, which is that Russian? That looks Russian to me. And different outposts maybe they're trying to take out and capture. Pretty cool. Would have never noticed the map. Bunch of containers, of course. You know, it seems to be a common thing with a lot of the maps we're seeing here. Got a radio. I'm just playing some classic music, so that's interesting. Wonder if I can change it. No, it just stays like that. I wonder what this is. There's times here. I'm not really sure what this is or what it translates to. Definitely something in Russian. Some basketball. I wish you could pick this up and throw it. You can't even move it. You can destroy it, and the rubber will be left behind. More Russian letters. I have no idea what this says. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. So it seems to be this area here. This is a big trailer for this little generator here, but I mean, hey, it actually fits kind of perfect, so very cool. Hearing protection. Huh. Guess you need hearing protection for those things. I guess they're loud. Let's see what's over here. Got a ladder. This takes us up here to this little lookout. Looks like up here they got a little thing too. They got a bunch of chips actually, which what does that say? Total fat 20 grams. What does that say? Saturated fat 15 grams. Total trans fat 0. Cholesterol, sodium, potassium, carbohydrates, a gram of sugar. I mean, this looks pretty accurate. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they went to that extent and they put that kind of detail into this thing, because this is something that not a lot of people are going to notice. And they have tomatoes. You get tomato flavored. Is that the onion one that we saw last time? Yeah, it's like cheese onion or something like that. And it looks like they have Wake Crest sparkling water, which that looks like one of the maps from the older battlefields. I'm not really sure which one it is, but it's one that has a lot of like water combat and land combat. I can't remember, but I plan to make videos on every single battlefield map when I have time, of course, and just kind of doing a deep dive of all the maps. But I'm starting Battlefield 6. Maybe I'll work my way back. But it looks very familiar, and that is sparkling water. And they have an MRE here, which has got a vegetarian meal: eggs, lettuce, artichoke, carrots, and green peas. U.S. government property, commercial resale is forbidden. So that is very cool. Like, who's gonna go up here in a Battlefield game and look at that stuff? Nobody. These are things you have to do in your own spare time. So, pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna go up here and see what kind of hidden things we can find here. Let's see. It's nothing exciting there, which I think we went through. Yeah, there was one right there I think we saw. A bunch of excavators there. Construction machinery. Looks like they're digging some dirt up. And this is one of the bases up here. And I just love the snow falling from the sky. It just looks so good. I'm looking forward to the winter offensive update that comes out here on Tuesday, so that'll be pretty fun to play. So going up here, we'll go through this, which is, it's incredible the barbed wire hurts. It actually does a lot of damage. I just lost like half my health doing that. This is just such a nice view of the map here. Honestly, I mean, this just looks so good. I mean, you're not going to beat this. This looks amazing. Look at this. Just looks so good. Okay, so we'll look over here. Another like little lookout station, which there's houses down there. I never even noticed that. Let's see if I can get over there. Which, who would have noticed these houses? I don't think I can go that far because it ends right there, but that is so cool. So over here is one of the headquarters where you spawn and get the helicopter and you run and get a car. It's a really long vehicle. This looks so good. This is cool up here. Look at this. A little area down here. You can hear the wind. It's just so cinematic. Alright, so we have done pretty much over here. So now we just got to work on this section of the map. Some things are over here, and we'll be able to wrap that up. So let's see what's over here real quick before we make our way more up to the north. We'll go northwest. Another radio, which it's interesting because every radio has different music that is playing through it. Like, it's never like the same record, which I think is kind of cool. So this looks like more Russian to me. I don't know what this means. I'd have to translate this, but this is some kind of battle plans, some kind of strategy. I have no idea. Bunch of porta potties here. Got 5 of them. All right, coming down here. Another like, little off section area here. Just random containers. So we'll see what's over here. Not a whole lot going on here. This is maybe a water thing they would get water from while they're passing through. This kind of looks like a makeshift area. They made a fort or like a base here. So let's parachute down here. A little makeshift area with a bunch of sandbags and stuff. Some containers, probably contain some firearms. A bunch of sandbags up here. Oh my lord. Very cool. Another radio here, but it's not playing anything, so it's like the first one we found. I hear some music over here. Let's go up here and see what's up here. Nothing interesting. Which what? You know what this sounds like, or it reminds me of? You know when they play like music, it's like summon, not summon, but for like a cobra snake, like they blow through that kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a wooden thing they blow through it to summon the cobra out of like the thing it's inside of, if that makes sense. Like they would play it and it would like rise up kind of like I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah. Whatever that says. I think it says homestay. And that's homestay mech. I have no idea. Tiny little area. Got a nice little lamp. Mattresses on the floor. We'll check out up here, and then we'll make our way to the main city, and we'll wrap up the video there. So it looks like they grow trees out here. Maybe these are like apple trees or something like that. I'm not really sure. More tires. Got some rugs on the wall, probably drying. They were cleaning them. This house has been absolutely destroyed from a tank. Looks like they have their ceiling blocked off, so you can't go up there or to the attic. This tank's seeing better days. I think all these tanks have seen better days. All these vehicles have. Holy moly. A random dumpster out here. It's pretty interesting. No parking dumpster area. Huh. I don't know how that even got out here. Let's see if there's anything interesting going on over here. I see some things on the map right here. Maybe those are just containers. Containers of sorts. Which I think it is, it looks like. So, yeah. Not a whole lot, but definitely a lot of military trucks. Wow, look at all those. There's like 2, 4, 6, probably like 15 or so there. It makes you wonder if you can go this further back. But nothing going on here in this area. Kind of just empty-ish. So we're going to wrap it up. We're going to go to the town here. I'm going to spawn over there. And then back in the little village here. Immediately I notice we have some music. Which sounds just so good. This is just like classical era music. More rugs, a yellow ladder, which I do not like. Yellow things in video games, and this is not even connected properly to the thing. That makes no sense at all. Battlefield, please fix. Developers, take note. But, you know, yellow paint in video games, not a fan of that. It's pretty much just telling you where to go and what path to follow. They pretty much think you're stupid and don't know where to go, so they have to use that kind of stuff. That symbolism, but whatever. Over here, more things. Gas canister, which I wonder if this explodes. Yeah. Yeah, it explodes. Can confirm. Another house here, kind of basic, kind of empty. I'm sure that'll be the same thing about this one over here. We'll just double check whether there's like an Easter egg in here, but I doubt it. Nope. Just a lamp that's turned on. This town's pretty big. I know there is a store or some stores here, so I think it'll be pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited to do the New York map, just because those maps are massive. So we got some nice artwork here. I wonder if this or a mural. Is that what they call murals? Of probably the area, if you look at the mountains and stuff. So pretty cool. Inside here, this looks like a classroom, which is pretty cool. You know, they have little kids' drawings there, which I would have never noticed this. I think we got like a mountain goat. It's an interesting drawing. It's really cool, actually. A rainbow. An apple. Shapes. Those are the same things. A train on that one. A family. Huh. Is that the bear from Call of Duty? Wish I had a ladder. And no, that's not the teddy bear from Call of Duty. This looks like the region, which I have no idea what any of that says. So you got Australia, Antarctica, Africa. Wow, look at this. It's just really cool. The whale, the fish. I don't know what that means. Is that like a world or something? I got a multiplication table here. This is so cool. Wow. What does that say? Welcome, class. Look at that. Jeez, this is just... It's insane. Like, they put detail into this. I wonder how long it took them to furnish something like that. They did the outside and everything. It's incredible. In here is just another house. One of the same models we've seen before. This is just another house with the same model. It's nothing too crazy in here, to be honest. That's a burnt down house. A car here. Nothing too crazy. Little two-story house over here. Which is really big, actually, for this kind of a house. I swore there was a ladder, but I think it's upstairs. Pretty empty bathroom. There's no sink to even wash your hands. We got an antenna here. Not an antenna, a satellite. The store, this is what I wanted to look at. I think there'd be a lot of hidden stuff. Feel the Rush. Frugen. Frugen? It's an energy drink. I think those are like seltzers, soda. No packs, which is like what, a PMC, kind of like a private military contractor, or like the organization you're going against. Got tomato chips, cheese, onion. A bunch of chips here. think these are just houses. Nothing too interesting about these. It's kind of just like the reused model and design we've seen in all the other houses. I think it would be too much work to sit there and redesign all the houses and add like custom interiors. It just takes away from development. I think this house would be the same. Yeah, just hot mess and one of the construction areas over here. Probably building new houses. Looks like they're building that here, so I think that's pretty much what the map has to offer as far as hidden stuff goes. Pretty cool. We got to see some new things and new music, little artwork things here and there. And yeah, I think this map is pretty cool. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you did, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.